Right, welcome to the Arsenal Alliance Premier League chat show. So, Scott, the man from tomorrow, as we like to call him, because he's in New Zealand, full 13 hours in front of the UK. How you doing, Scott?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. So we've got a little bit to get through today. Scott's got the list. So if you want to start with the first topic of the agenda.
Yeah, well, we got the Ben White Southgate situation. So what are you thinking of that, mate?
Well, he did get. I don't know if he got sent home or he left the World Cup in winter, didn't he? He went home, and maybe I was thinking there must have been some sort of argument with Southgate. Apparently, it's with one of the coaches. I can't fucking remember his name. Steve something.
Steve Holland.
Steve Holland, that's it. Steve Holland.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was an issue with him berating Ben White in front of the rest of the squad for some reason during the training session, and he left and he came home, and apparently there's an issue between.
I saw the Southgate interview the other day, and listening to him, he was going, there's no issue with the coaches and no issue with Steve Holland. I heard there was this rumour that came out. Well, he invested nothing in me that made me believe him. You know what I mean?
No.
I still believe, yeah. I still believe the issue obviously is with Ben White and Holland, and I think that Southgate kind of threw him under the bus a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I just, I think there's obviously something gone wrong, although it's been denied. Ben White's been quiet. I haven't seen him make a statement about anything like that.
Yeah, but what I did notice was we had the the no call up that he didn't want to go for the England games, and then we got the contract announcement, didn't we?
Yes, so a new deal. What was it? A 4-year deal, was it?
Yeah, and we got the nice video of Ben White walking the dog, didn't we?
I did that one, to be honest.
I mean, you seen it? Yeah, yeah. It's on the Arsenal. It came out the same day as him, like not turning down England. You see, so it was almost like damage limitation, wasn't it? But yeah, no, they had him walking the dog. But if I was Ben White, I probably wouldn't say anything. Would you?
No, he's best off keeping the stum. Yeah, just keep it to himself and don't fuel the fire.
Because this is all they're going to ask him now, aren't they? That's going to be the question. But apart from that, thinking about Southgate, I heard the rumours today that they said if Erik ten Hag gets the sack, that Southgate's like number 1 on the list. What do you think of that?
I love it to happen.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah,
because they'll probably be fighting for relegation, Man United. He wasn't a good manager. Where was he? Was it Villa he was manager of? I know he played for Villa.
Middlesbrough.
Oh, Middlesbrough, that was it. Oh.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? But could you imagine Southgate and Maguire? Oh, mate, within day 2, we'd have Maguire as captain again, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. He loves Southgate, doesn't he? He loves picking him for England, even though he's absolutely useless. He's not a good player.
But it's like when Sir Jim Ratcliffe took over that little bit of a stake in United. We all know that the best interests of United would have been to take the oil money. Yeah. I don't know what but they took the Ratcliffe, and then you've got the play it safe Jim Ratcliffe angle, and then we've got the play it safe Southgate. It's like, God, is this really happening to them? Keep it going.
Well, he's just going to be a yes man, isn't he, Southgate, for probably
exactly.
They're bringing in a new sporting director as well, wouldn't they? This
is that the chap from Newcastle?
From Newcastle, yeah, I've heard that rumour as well.
I have heard that rumour. And on the Man United buzz, what did you think of that FA Cup game?
Good game. That's all.
Good game.
It's just a good game of football. Jurgen Klopp having a go at the reporter at the after his press conference. He was asked more questions. I think he was in a corridor or something.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
mate.
asked him about fatigue or it was something stupid. He asked him, and he went up alarming a little bit, didn't he, old Jurgen? Trying a little bit.
Mate, Klopp was completely salty, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he got yeah.
But as a neutral, it was a good game. But to be honest, I didn't really care. I couldn't really care less who won it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Probably I'm happy Man United won it for the fact that Liverpool knocked us out of the FA Cup, didn't they? Was it then?
Yeah.
They did. So I can.
They're going for like a quadruple. They're not going for a quadruple no more. They've already won the League Cup.
So I suppose
the Europa League because in the quarterfinals of that, isn't they?
I think there's the possibility that they could win the Europa League. Did you see who did they play in the last game? Was it Sparta? I can't remember. Was it Sparta Prague or somebody? And I see their manager was moaning, going, "Liverpool are too good for the Europa League. They shouldn't be in it." He's saying that
because they slaughtered them. Oh, because
they got
the aggregate score was about 11-2 or something, wasn't it? It was right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Big score.
And then the other FA Cup game, that was the Leicester v Chelsea, wasn't it?
Oh, Leicester Chelsea. Coventry got through against Wolves, weren't it?
Yeah. That was that would have been a good Midlands derby.
Yeah.
But I did see the goal that Coventry scored, and it was. I kind of felt sorry for Wolves, because who's the guy who's in charge of Wolves? Gary O'Neill, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not. I can't think of mine on that.
Yeah, but it's like Wolves are pretty crap, and it's you kind of like, oh come on, let them do something. So I was kind of like, but then again, Coventry, what are they in? Are they in the Championship?
Yeah, I'll check. I think they're in the Championship. Yeah. They were being relegated before, weren't they? To go into the League One. I didn't really follow them too closely. Coventry. Yeah, they're in the Championship. They're 8th in the Championship.
Yeah. So but I don't think they'll progress any further. Do you?
Well, since Arsenal have been out of it, I haven't really had much interest in it, to be honest. I haven't really followed it. I did watch the Man United Liverpool game because it's Man United Liverpool. They're great rivals. There's a lot of hate each other, don't they?
Yeah, and I was reading earlier that they reckon Erling Haaland's got an injury.
Is he? I don't say he's injured for game against Arsenal. But that don't matter. Well, this is it. This is another panic station. Talking about the Man City game, is that Gabriel Magalhaes has been withdrawn from the Brazil squad. I'm hoping it's just a precautionary withdrawal. He's got a little knock and he's going right to the men's game because we've met him. If they ain't got Ireland, Alvarez can play there. They're still going to be a dangerous team. And if we ain't got Gabriel, look what happened when we didn't have Saliba last year. We just fell off.
Yeah, I think what I did see on social media, but I don't know how much of this is true. There was reports going around that with Gabriel, that he had an inflamed Achilles, and if that's the case, it said that the inflamed Achilles is kind of manageable, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I would like to. I'd like to hope it was just an inflamed Achilles, because that's just a bit sore, and he might not be able to do 90 minutes. But yeah, I am.
We're playing for 2 weeks basically. We're playing for. So if he's rested for them, a few days to let the inflammation settle down and that, hopefully, he'll be fit for the Man City games. We desperately need him because I think he's been better than Saliba this season.
I would probably say standout players this season for me have been Rice and Gabriel.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we've, you know, and you know, sadly, majority of the fan base would just say Saka, you know, and it's just not true. It's like, and I get it, he's an amazing, phenomenal player, but he does get a free ride sometimes, I think, from all the fan base. Like, he can have a really poor performance and then give us an asset or a goal, and then they'll go, give him the man of the match. And I'm thinking, but there's other players on the pitch that should have got it, but he seems to get it because you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, he gets a pass, doesn't he? He gets a pass
Yeah.
because of everyone loves him. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
And, you know, no one should be out the firing line for criticism. If they've not played well enough, then they deserve their criticism. But you know,
Yeah.
they're sort of like protecting him a little bit. Oh, we don't want to upset him, and you know that. But you learn from your mistakes, and if you've got to be that kind of. You've got to be a man to take it on the chin and say, "Yeah, I had a poor
exactly.
game." You know,
But,
if I get punished, I get set out the next game because I wasn't good enough in the previous game, then so be it. You know what I mean, you've got to take it on the chin, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's like you know, so for me, it would be Gabriel Rice so far for player of the season. You know, I'd like to have thought that Martinelli was starting to hit them heights again. Then he went out with his cut foot, didn't he? You know, but he had a bit of a rough start to the season. But here's the question: so when we play Man City, do you think he's going to keep it with Jorginho and Rice, or do you reckon he's going to mix it up and bring Partey in?
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to keep it Jorginho and Rice.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not really known for unsettling a settled squad. He does like to pick the same players, and the times he has changed it a little is if there's been like a little knock or an injury.
Yeah, you know, I'm happy with what
Jorginho is because he changed. He put Havertz up front instead of playing him in the 8. He put him up front as like a false 9, didn't he? Which is starting.
Yeah, he did.
It allowed Odegaard to drop a little bit deeper and play more of a box role, and carry the ball, get the ball and carry it instead of already being in front of play. If you know what I mean, and it's worked. Alongside Declan Rice, Odegaard, them two, it's worked very well, I think.
It has definitely, you know, and I'll tell you what, we've said it so many times, but Declan Rice was a steal. You know what he just brings on that pitch. I love it when he gets that ball and he just goes on them runs. You know what I mean? He just runs at them.
Yeah, he's very advanced in recent games as well. Like you just said, he's playing like. Reminds me a little bit how John Stones is playing at City, you know, because he's a centre.
Yeah.
He's getting in the 10 or the 9 even, John Stones. Declan Rice he's getting his goals. You know, he's a good 6, but he's also a good 8 as well.
Yes, he is. Do you find it interesting now that we're playing Kivior as a box standard, pretty much left back, and now we've got Ben White doing the inverted role, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
but you know, people have. Yeah, it is, and people, you know, have said if you look at Ben White when he was at Brighton, he used to play the 6 role every now and again as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he played as a defensive midfield. Yeah, he did.
Yes,
he did. We bought him like that, didn't he? He bought Arteta's. If you notice, he's bought a lot of players that can play multiple positions.
But you know, a lot of people, and also they don't like that, do they? They're like, why don't you just buy a left back and a right back, and that's where they play? And they like going to stop buying all, like Lee Gunner would go, stop with this bullshit versatile players. Let's get a left back and a right back. Well, it's working. This versatility is working, and I'll tell you what's really good at the minute. Tommy and Timber are back in full training.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I heard that today as it happens. Yeah, Tommy Arsenal and Julian Timber. Julian Timber's going to. He plays like an inverted fullback role. He can play in midfield as well. So,
but to Timber, you know, he can play left back, right back, centre back, and he can play that. He can play the six, you know, the six role.
yeah,
So we've got one hell of a player there. But I know we're all talking him up. But what we saw of him in the pre-season, he just looked like the real deal, didn't he? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you know, we've got options there, haven't we? We could play Ben White at centre back, and you know, Tommy at right, or we've got Timber. But I don't want them to rush Timber back. You know, I don't think we're going to see him for probably the last couple of games of the season.
I don't think he should play this season. I think he should just save himself for the next campaign. I don't think bringing him in unless we had to, unless there was an injury crisis.
Yeah. Would you be comfy playing Tommy at centre back then instead of Ben White?
I've not really seen much of Tommy Arsenal. I've not really seen much of him at centre back, to be honest. I think maybe one or two games on some of the jury's still out. I'm not sure about it because I don't see. Obviously, none of us see him in training every day. We don't know.
Yeah, but apparently
he can play there, left side,
and apparently
plays.
Yeah, but to me, Kivior's a better left back than he is centre back.
Well, I haven't seen much of Kivior at centre back either. I think one game I've seen him.
Well, I think we've only seen a couple of substitutions, and he was thrown in, wasn't he, against the Man City game, which not a good game to be thrown in, was it?
No, that's true. That's true. So evening to Steve. Evening, Steve Insidious. Thanks for joining us. Mate.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. So we've got some good news. Cedric
leaving the club.
Yeah, Cedric is leaving in June. He's going out on a free, and all I can say to that is that's 100 grand off the wage bill. Yeah,
it is. So we're allowed to spend that on someone that's someone that deserves it, because he's sat on the bench all season. I think he's made 3 appearances and he's got 100 grand a week. It's just chucking money down the cards, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Maybe we could have got 2 million for him in January. What do you reckon? I don't think he's worth 2 million either, actually.
Oh, and 2 million's 2 million, isn't it? It just adds to the adds to the transfer kitty, I suppose.
And just thinking about defenders again. Remember when we got rid of Rob? I'd bloody drive him to the airport.
Yeah.
I see that.
I'll drive him to the airport.
Yeah.
Anybody else drive to the airport? Steve, anyone else? Would you, Mohamed El Neni? I'll take him with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyone else?
I think, to be honest, though, with Mohamed El Neni, I probably think that he will remain in the coaching staff or something like that.
You reckon? I've not heard anything.
But if you look at El Neni's social medias, he's got his own academy now in London called El Neni FC Academy. So if he's set up the academy in London, he's not going to be leaving, is he, London?
No, but then he might want to, just run his own academy. I don't think he'd be on the coaching staff. I don't think he's a good enough. He's not a good enough player, really,
I think before, when I was on Dan Laguna's channel, I think I compared El Neni to Gilles Grimaldi, and Dan said, "No, he's not." He said, "Yeah, I did," but then Dan goes, "No way, Charles Grimaldi was way better than El Neni." But no, I think we took him for credit. I think he was actually a bit better than he got. We made him out to be. He played it safe for us. He came in and did a little bit of a job for us, didn't he? He's never going to bloody light up the stars, is he? Like El Neni.
Yeah. Well, Gilles Grimaldi, wasn't he a scout for us for a little while as well?
Yes, he was. He did scout for us for a long time, didn't he? I'm not sure what he's doing now. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
think-
not sure what he's doing now.
No, I
I'll
don't
tell
know.
you
I know
what,
there's-
I tell you, if we could never get Bergkamp as a coach or something like that, what I would love to see Bergkamp be our scout, somebody like him.
I think he works for Ajax, doesn't he? I think he's a coach at
Yeah, I
Ajax.
think he might work for Ajax. Yeah. Um,
I know there was
What-
rumours
what
about
you-
Overmars coming in as some sort of sporting director sort of thing, but I'm not sure if that's still going to happen. But I think it might be. Oh, actually, Edu, I think he was going to do Edu's job at one stage, wasn't he? Overmars.
but looking at the Overmars situation, where was he before? What was he at Ajax?
He was at Ajax as well, yeah.
Yeah, because he got sacked, didn't he? Because he had a bit of something went on with one of the women there.
Gosh, I didn't hear that. I
Yeah,
didn't follow that.
Well,
What,
and
might chat her up
basically-
or something?
no, basically Overmars got sacked for harassment.
Oh, you're joking! I didn't know that. Wow.
No,
Well, he's not
you
well,
don't look.
if he's like that, and he's not.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically,
He's a
when we
really
go
big
offline, basically when you go offline, you type in Mark Overmars and you'll see it. Yeah, he got charged with it, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
it's
wonder-
not a good look, is it?
Wait there a minute. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Right,
I'm pretty sure
wow.
we did.
Let's have a quick look.
yeah. I'm just
Wow.
having a look now, see if I got it. I'm just going to check that I wasn't talking rubbish now. Mark Overmars. Oh yeah, he's got a worldwide football ban.
Worldwide football ban. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, are you
know
reading the
what?
Guardian article?
Yeah. I'll just saw it on there. Let me see if I can share the screen. See if I can work out how to do this. I know there was.
Hey mate, are we getting technical here?
Look. Hang on a minute. What's this?
Oh yeah, that looks good, Lee.
Can you see the? Oh, what's happening?
No.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've done something to the computer. Wait. Oh, what have I done?
Yeah,
Are you still there?
switched you. Yeah, I'm here.
Wait.
Oh,
Home tab. Yeah. Bosh. Wait. Bosh. Can you see that?
no. Oh, yeah. You done it, mate.
Have I?
Yeah.
Right. So why can't I see Mark Owens gets worldwide football ban over inappropriate behaviour? Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Oh, we've learned a new trick tonight, Lee.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I couldn't work out how to get where I could see both, where I could see us, and there is a way of doing that and all, but I'm not sure. I've got to work out how to do that.
Well, when you just brought up that article, I could see us both on this side. Could you not
Yeah, but
see
I've got
us
to-
both?
It was full screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got to shrink the screen somehow. No,
Hang on.
I'm feeling about with this new computer
Hang on.
thing.
You see, so basically, if I go like that, oh yeah, I can't share my screen because it says my browser's not up to date.
Well, I've got. By the way, everyone watching, I've got a MacBook now. I'm not doing it on my phone anymore, so it's a lot easier to. I mean, I have done a bit of called it bit of training on this StreamYard. Yeah, I could see yes, both. Oh, that's all right. So I could do a little bit of show people proof of statements that we make and stuff that we've seen it if they haven't seen it themselves.
What
Yeah,
do you
that's
reckon to Kobe Manu getting his call up? I think that's a good call.
Oh, everyone deserves it. They sound friendly. I mean, I hate the friendlies. I think they're a waste of time. I think they're a danger to our players. Especially before. Right, we know what's happened with Gabriel. He's pulled out, withdrawn from the Brazil squad because of an injury. You have
Well,
to go. How many times at Arsenal? Well, to any club, really. It's happened to. It's not only Arsenal. I'm not just whining because it's a club.
yeah,
It has happened to numerous clubs.
but I agree, mate. It's like, what is the point of these two friendlies that are in the, right at the end of 9 games to go? It's like, what is the point of it?
Don't forget,
You
in the winter, we had the fucking World Cup. Playing the fucks. What they want to keep doing that to us for?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to have a little. We've got the Euros this summer. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we ain't going to do it.
Don't forget, we've got the Euros this summer. The one before, when we got beat, when Saka missed the penalty and got racially abused and all,
Yeah.
slandered online because he missed that penalty. His first penalty that he took for England, and he missed it, and he got horrifically abused. It's disgusting. And so now we're going in another Euros, and Saka's still at the top of his game.
Yeah.
So the burnout scare is still there though because of these friendlies in between.
It's like no, I just don't get the point of these internationals. And what annoys me the most about it is I pay for my frigging Sky TV and I've got no football for 2 weeks and I don't watch anything else on it. I ain't going to exactly watch golf on it.
Well, I don't mind golf to be fair, but still, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from. I love football, and I've already got one for football, really, because there's another channel for golf, isn't it? It's Sky Sports Golf now. They're going like.
Oh, they got their own channel for golf as well.
Yeah, Sky Sports Formula One, Sky Sports Football, Sky Sports this, Sky Sports. They've got all different channels, all different channels for different sports, and they're still robbing us with boxing as well.
Going back to that Kobe Manu call up, that brings us to that other point that Christian Eriksen spat the dummy this week and said he doesn't want to sit on the bench. He's unhappy at Manchester United. And Eriksen's basically said, well, you've got to play for your position now because there's people in your place. And it's like, you look at that Kobe Manu, he runs his ass off for 90 minutes. And when they brought Eriksen on in extra time in the FA Cup, he was bloody knackered and he only came on in extra time. It's like his legs have gone now. He's too old. And maybe when Manchester United signed him, they should have probably have signed him on a 1-year contract with a chance of an extension of a year. But they gave him a 3 years. Yeah.
Don't forget, he had a heart attack or something, didn't he?
Exactly, But that's the contract we give to Jorginho anyway, isn't it? 1 year and then an extension of another year. And that's what they should have given Eriksen.
That's what Arsene Wenger used to do. When you got to 30, all you got was a year extension every year.
Exactly. And I believe that's what they should have done with Eriksen. So really, they messed that up there, giving him the 3-year contract. So now I don't really get why he's being arsey. How old is he now?
I ain't got a clue. He's got 33, isn't he?
Yeah, let's have a look. Eriksen. I reckon he's got to be 33 or something. Yeah. Chris Ian Eriksen. Yeah, my spelling's atrocious. He's 30. Oh, he's not actually that old. He's 32. Well, 32. When you get over 30, you're on borrowed time, kind of, aren't you?
In football, we get some players who are exceptional. Like, I know Teddy Sheringham was still playing when he was 40.
It was, didn't he play for the oldest in the Premier League? Was it Sheringham?
Sheringham was, he was 40. But normally it's goalkeepers that play to that age. But he was a forward, wasn't he? Number 10, second striker.
But I think with footballers, the majority, I think the cut-off age really, for the majority of them, is about 36, isn't it? 35, 36.
Yeah.
And then you've got people like Pepe for Porto. And, he was at fault, for the Trossard goal. But I can't fault the guy at his age. He was still playing brilliantly.
He ran his arse off. And he was still running in the extra time.
When I have to
he was probably the fittest man on that pitch.
Yeah, but I must like admit the last few performances I've seen of Thiago Silva for Chelsea, I think he's probably at the end now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had it, mate. He's had it.
Yeah, he's had it, mate. And I did see one of his interviews, and he said, "I don't want to be doing this kind of stuff at my age."
Sounds like an old granddad.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Talking about Chelsea, just mentioning Chelsea. What do you think of Cole Palmer? I think he must have. I think he's brilliant.
I think probably Cole Palmer's the player we should have got over Kai Havertz. I just think he offers a lot more than Kai Havertz. But is it because is it they play him in that position that we've got Odegaard and everyone? We're probably a bit overloaded in that position, aren't we, with Fabio Vieira and everybody?
Yeah, he's got. I'll drive him to the airport and all, Steve. If you're still watching, can he get in with you?
What, Kai Havertz?
And come to the airport. No, not Kai Havertz. Fabio Vieira.
Oh, Fabio Vieira. Oh, yeah. I don't even think about him. I don't even give him a thought. I just usually, because like the last game he was on the bench, and I had a mutter to my mate I was watching. It was like, oh, for God's sake, he's on the bench again. I mean, but yeah, Arteta has done a few shitty signings, hasn't he? Like Pablo Mari and Willian. But on a whole, I think the signings have been pretty good. It's like, Tavares, mate. And Tavares is injured at the minute, and then we've got Lokonga who's injured. What was the other one I was thinking about? Then I get everyone talks his hype about Patino, and I just think it's all rubbish, mate. I just don't think Patino's anything of a player, and I don't think he'll ever play for Arsenal properly. I don't think he'll ever get his chance because we don't need a player of his profile right now. We need somebody that's there. You know what I mean? Like we've got a Thomas Partey. We've got a Thomas Partey, a Rice, and Jorginho. I don't believe we need a player like Patino at the minute, and I just don't think he'll ever get his chance. And then we've had people going, "Oh, he's the next coming," this and that, and that. He's going to be brilliant. But if you look at the minute, he can't even get in the Swansea team, mate. So
he's not be unhappy there because he has some talent, and I'm devastated for another player. What is for us?
Yeah, I know. But
Emil Smith-Rowe is my at the young stars. I mean, a couple of years ago when he was playing with Saka, I preferred Emil Smith-Rowe. Not in a way or nothing like that. But I thought him because he come off the bench and scored a few goals, important goals, full of running. I thought he had the potential of being as good as Paul Gascoigne, right? Just to see his ball control, the way he carries it, the way he runs, that run. How the run, he runs with his chest out, and he just. I loved him, and I'm gutted for him. I don't want to see him leave the club. Apparently, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Newcastle. There's a few clubs. I don't want him to leave. But I don't want him to waste his career either. So it's like
it is, isn't it? But I think we both know though, Lee, that it's probably over.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gutted, man, because I want I don't want to see him play for another club and be a superstar. I want him to be a superstar for us, but I also want him to progress it. I don't want him to waste his career on the bench either. So Steve Insidious, not sure about Vieira. Drew is still out, to be honest. Yeah, Drew is well out, mate. We don't want
I'm not sure.
He's not big enough. He's not strong enough. He gets pushed off the ball. Right? He's got a little bit of skill here and there. He can do a little thing. But I think he's scared of the opposition. I think he's.
The thing,
he's like he's used to playing like with the under-21s or something, and he's scared about playing against men. For me, he's not good enough.
I think for me, when I saw that Fabio Vieira was back on the bench, all it made me think there was, well, that's Smith-Rowe not getting any minutes again.
Exactly, it's gutting.
Yeah, I know they say to us not to be sentimental about these players. Like, I'm not sentimental about the Ramsdale situation, but I suppose it's different when the young lads that have come through our system. You hold that little bit of for them, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Especially that. Oh, sorry, my eye. Especially when they've come through, homegrown players come through the academy. There's a bit of mentality there. Of course, there is. It needs to get in the gym and bulk up a bit. Absolutely, Steve. You're right.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's like with Fabio Vieira. Yeah, I did the typical thing of when we were going to buy him. I went through all these reels of what he did at Porto, and he looked pretty good. He was what I thought he was good at, like kind of playing these looping through balls. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that sort of thing. And I thought, and I think there is a player there, but I agree with you. He looks scared shitless, and he seems to be like, "Where's Fabio? Oh, there he is. He's hiding behind the referee." And that's the kind of feeling I got with Lokonga when he was on the pitch. It's like you could never see him because he was hiding behind a referee or something.
I don't rate him. I don't rate Lokonga.
No, I don't. Obviously he's doing okay at the minute at Luton. Obviously he's injured now, but maybe the situation at Luton is that he's doing okay because they play a completely different system. They're pretty much playing a 4-4-2, and it maybe suits him better, doesn't it? And he's playing alongside Ross Barkley, who's doing really good at the minute.
He's doing right, and he went off the radar a little bit, but what's a player he was, Barkley, mate.
Well, maybe what happened to Ross Barkley is what happens to a lot of players. It's Chelsea, but at the moment, how he's playing, because he's got a lot of balls and a lot of grit, and you see him. If Lokonga was playing against him, he's got Barkley doing him the gritty work, hasn't he?
Exactly.
I do think Barkley deserved a call up over Henderson without a doubt. If we're quoting Southgate, I only pick players on performance and merit. Well, there you go. Well, where is Ross Barkley and things like that? And
you picked Henderson when Henderson was out in Saudi Arabia as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Hey, just going back to Ben White again and talking about signings from Arteta. When we first bought, Ben White, 50 million, people were like, bloody hell, 50 million for him. Well, no one ever mentions that price anymore because I think he's well and truly proved he was worth it.
No one talks about the price of Declan Rice either. 105
No, we don't. No, they don't, do they?
We're still on it with Kai Havertz at the minute. 6 million down the drain. Kai Havertz looking. I was on it, mate. I couldn't work out why we signed him. I couldn't. Seeing him, he was shit at Chelsea. All right, he was good at Leverkusen, but he was shit at Chelsea, man. I know why he's got to go in the Champions League, but he's when Chelsea won the Champions League. But I couldn't see it. But since, like everybody, we went a bit shit just before or just after Christmas, just before we went to Dubai, and every one of them, all the players, Saka was going a bit shit. Everyone. We was losing games. West Ham beat us twice. Fulham beat us. So I was thinking we're shit. And, come back from there when every one of them, it was like someone stuck something up their bum or something. They just, and it was just a different animal when they come back. But hopefully I might go out there for a few days in this international break.
Yeah. And it's like I was the same as you, Lee. I was like, why are we awarding this?
We were saying they shouldn't be going to get in a tree.
No.
They should be going back. They should be going to London Colney, or they've renamed the training ground now. I can't remember what they've called it, but anyway, in the cold, in the rain, like the rest of us, and like working hard. They had a break. They took the families with them. I was fuming. I was thinking, what?
Yeah, I was as well.
Bring their families as well. What's going on? and they come back, and I was proved completely wrong. Completely wrong.
Taking and even worse, taking bloody Cedric to Dubai. But you know,
Matt was said he ain't really fixed it, is it?
Yeah, but I'm quite happy to hold my hand up when something works and I was wrong. And I definitely that Dubai trip worked. And with the Kai Havertz situation, like 90% of our fan base, I didn't bloody want him. I didn't want that giraffe in my team. But you know, I'm going to give him credit where credit's due. The last 3 or 4, 4 games, I can see what he's bringing to the team, and I don't want people to think, "Oh, you've become an Arteta sexual now." You see what he's done, but it's like I can see what he's doing. I can see all them second balls he's winning, and them little layoff balls he does. It's like maybe what he does is not really pretty, is it?
No, he's not. But he's off the ball. He's well. I've been making a point of watching him off the ball. Right? Because if you're saying how good he is, and pressing, and he's closing spaces, and he's finding spaces as well. And that's what I can't remember. There is a German word for they call that a space investigator or a space finder or whatever. And it begins with R. Guna Dan from the Guna channel, we can pronounce it.
He'll know what it is. Is it resistance?
No.
Press resistance? No, it's not press resistance. No, but yeah, it is. You can see what he's doing. You can see what he's bringing to the team, and he makes so many of these fake runs. If you see it, and he takes the players out of the equation. Like if you watch us on the corners, you'll watch him do them fake runs, and he'll take 2 players out. And it's like.
Because he's a big lad, he's 6 foot odd, they think he's going to nail it in, and he puts them out and he leaves spaces for the other players.
It's basically, it's
anyway. Why do they label it, Scott? Why do you use that phrase, Arteta sexual? Why do they label the fact that some of like the fan base, like me included, didn't want him there his first coaches, and why have we got to have like a novice come into our club and take over as the manager? But over the last 2 years, 18 months, 2 years, I've sort of warmed round to just getting behind him. Not that I've staunchly support him like that, but just getting behind. We've got him there, right?
Yeah.
If he don't win nothing this season, if he comes close, get 1 more year, then after that 1 more year. I'm sorry, if you don't give us any silverware, then you've got to go. Right? I agree. Yeah, it's time to go. But as what's his name would say, I forgot his name there. It's time to go. What was he on AFTV? I forgot his name there.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Anyway, who was that? Yeah. Claude.
That's it. Claude. Yeah. He had an Italian surname as well, didn't he? I can't. Anyway.
Rest your soul, Claude.
Because you support your club. And you're behind the manager because we're stuck definitely, obviously, the rest of this season and perhaps next. You get slandered for doing it, and it's not that I'm an Arteta sexual because now I'm supporting the club, I'm supporting the team, I'm supporting what he's doing. It's because it's bigger than that.
Some people
bigger than the manager. It's bigger than the players. It's Arsenal, right? I'm supporting Arsenal, my club. Not individual players, although I love a few of them, I've got to say. But I've supported the club for a lot longer than Arteta's been the manager, or even before we even went there. I've supported the club. What am I now? I'm coming up 48, right? So I've 48 years then. Something like that, I've supported the club. Do you know what I mean? It's a long time. It's a long time. But I've supported through thick and thin, through shit and good.
Basically, some of these people, because you back the club, they start saying to like they call us that the Arteta sexual thing. It's like, oh, you don't really like the club. You're just in love with Arteta. You fancy him.
What's a
and
prick?
It's like I've been.
You said I know you're talking about. He's a fucking prick.
Yeah, I know you do. But it's like this, mate. No, we didn't. Yes, he does. Arteta does love the club. Yeah. But And it's like, no, I'm the same as you, Lee. I didn't want him at my fucking club. Sorry. I have him at my club. Yes, we had some crap 5th places. Last year, okay, we bottled an 8-point lead, which is pretty crap. But if people can't see what is happening at our club with Arteta, then they are absolutely stupid. And I believe that some of these people, it is becoming an agenda now. And it's like, we are at the top of the league. We are in the last 6. We are in the last 8 of the Champions League. All right, we messed up the Epic Cup. I couldn't give a flying whatever about the League Cup. But it's like, if you can't see what's happening, we're challenging. Yeah, he's won me over too, Steve.
Don't forget he's won Steve over as well. Yeah, Steve. He's won a lot of fans over, but there's still some narcissistic fans, especially on YouTube, that want Arsenal's foul. Arsenal fans.
But it's like,
it seems like they want Arsenal foul so they can put themselves right. You know what I mean?
Yes,
they can't just put them out and go, you know what? He's doing a great job. And
but it's like this. It's like we've just won 8 games on the bounce.
Yeah,
phenomenal. We've scored how many frigging goals?
We lost support in the middle.
We'll forget that one, but because we knocked them out in the end. But excuse me. But you know, it's like I've lost my train of thought now, Lee.
We've won 8 games in a row.
Yeah, that was it. And if our next game is against Man City and we lose it, they're going to do it again. They're going to go, get him out of my effing club, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I get it. We want us to be top. We want us to be number 1. But you need to be realistic. You can lose games. We are never going to see another team that is invincible. It's just not going to happen. You know, and so they're being unrealistic. It's like we lose one game and they want him out again. It's like, are you absolutely demented? We had a toxic team. It was absolutely rubbish. We had dead players in it, Ozil, all these things. He's sorted it out. He's brought this culture. He's turned the library not into a library anymore, you know. And it's like, if they can't see what
he's absolutely rocking over
there.
And you know what? Even though I can't stand the song, I don't like it. North London Forever.
I hate it. I hate it.
I don't know. Do you like the song, Steve? Are you in there? Are you still in the chat? Do you like the song North London? I don't. But sort of brought togetherness. Do you know what? I see a video. Someone else was saying the same thing. I can't remember what channel it was. I think it was Northside.
I fully agree with you, mate. I hate the song.
But
I like we've got.
It reminds him of a Michael Jackson song called "Heal the World."
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I hate the song, but I like that we've got
brought togetherness back to the club.
Yeah,
brought the heart back to not the song, but you know, the fans.
But I just don't get it. You know, there's just some ridiculous agendas, and it's like I'm the same as you. It's like we have to look at how it's like if we finish 2nd or 3rd and it's a point situation where it's 1 or 2 points. Why would I want him to get rid of him right now? We've got all our. What's this?
Stephen Sirius loves it. He loves it. His mate hates it. So he.
Yeah. Apples, oranges.
You're entitled to your opinion. If you love it, you love it.
It's like
60,000 fans. 60,000 fans at the Emirates sing it every week. So, or every other week.
And it's like I absolutely love the Beatles, but I can't stand the Rolling Stones one bit. And most people would say I'm an idiot for not liking the Rolling Stones. Just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
But so it depends. It depends in the nature of how we come up short, if you know what I mean. But if we just come up short, I'm the same as you, mate. I'm going to give him another season. Oh, hello. Oh, this is my mate Normski. He's got a channel, Lee. He does a show on a Wednesday night, and he's got a really good panel of guys on his show, mate. And yeah, Normski's a good fella, mate.
All right, Normski. Yeah. So anyone watching this, go and have a look at Normski's channel.
Yeah, he's got a great channel, mate.
I'll have a look at it myself after the show or tomorrow or something. I'll make a note of that, and I'll come and check you out, Norski.
So it depends in the nature of how we lose. Obviously, if we're not doing out next season, I want him gone. But yeah, I'm just going to ride it for now because things are good, aren't they? And if you can't, ride it with,
I know it's gold difference,
exactly.
But we was top of the league for 90% of the season. God.
Wow. You need to pick up that lung off the floor. Have you just dropped a lung on the floor?
My breathing's starting.
I know,
pay up again. So it's top of the league for 90% of the season last season as well. We challenged all right. We did fall well behind in the end, but we've made the challenge. We was excited for most of the season, and it went belly up, but still.
It's like we
were with a chance again. When was the last time 2 seasons running we was in a chance to win the title?
Yeah, so I think sometimes we need to thank our lucky cards of where we're sitting, because if we've got people like Barcelona sniffing around Arteta, maybe he's onto something. And yes, I get it. He's a new manager. He came up with different ideas of how we're playing football nowadays. Like this, that he come from the Pep school and all this and that. But people would cry out for Arteta as their manager, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, he's proving himself. He is proving to to be a good coach. And they were saying before he came, he was the best young.
It's like
one of the best young coaches in the world. He was being touted as, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's like this as well. Complaints that we have had about Arteta in the past. And so I don't know how they can call us Arteta sexuals and things like that, because we have criticised him in the past. His man management substitutions has been absolutely dreadful. We both know that. But in the last 8 games, he has been making great substitutions and great management of the squad.
So there
we go.
Learning goes along, isn't he? And he's proven that he is taking heed of his mistakes, and he is getting better and better and better.
So if he's taking heed of his mistakes, and we have proved in the last games that he can adapt and he can change, and you can see us playing different kinds of. We can see us changing our formation and systems as well to adapt to these low blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, good question. How am I feeling?
How are you?
Go for it, Lee. What do you think?
Feeling going into these? Oh, right. So I did do a video about some of the games we've got coming up. I said, so we'll go away to United. We've got to go away to Spurs, and away to City. Oh, the City game. I'm a little bit nervous, obviously, because they're the best team in the world, even though they're sitting in 3rd place at the moment in the league. They hunted us down last season. They proved how good they were, winning the treble. A bit nervous about City. I'm not scared of United. I'm not worried about anybody else in the league, to be honest. Spurs a little bit pessimistic because of North London derby, and that game is always a bit of controversy, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But apart from that, I'm not worried about any other team. I think we've got Luton, haven't we, in the running? Who else we've got? I can't remember exactly the order of the teams we've got, but I know we've got City next. We've got Spurs on actually the day after birthday. Spurs on the 27th. My birthday's on the 26th. My bird tried to get me tickets for that game, but it was like 300.
Oh, brilliant! Oh shit! I think for me, right?
I can't. She bought me the MacBook, and I've got it early.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like if we lose the Man City game, I'm not going to be too worried. But if we lose the game after City, then I am going to have concerns.
I think we need to get at least a point against City. I think we need to show show City
Yeah.
we need to keep City behind and keep in touching distance with Liverpool, because then I don't know who Liverpool got that weekend. I can't remember. If they win their game, they'll be 3 points in front of us again. So if we can at least draw, it'd be 2 points, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we're still in touching distance and we're keeping City behind. That's
I'm just saying.
That's the way I'm thinking about it. Thanks, Steve. Oh, that's because he's sub to Numpsky.
I'm just trying to see if I can find our I'm just trying to find our fixture run, Lee.
Didn't Wenger earmark him as a future manager? Oh, Arteta. He must be talking about Arteta. I'm not sure. Did he? I don't remember him saying anything like that. But Pep did, because I remember Pep speaking very highly of Arteta a few times because he was his number 2. But yeah, well, Steve's saying yeah.
Okay. This is our run. Our run, Lee. We've got Man City, Luton, Brighton. Then we've got Bayern, Villa, Bayern, Wolves, Spurs, and then
there's a lot of games in, isn't there? There's a lot of games before the Spurs game. And
yeah.
The Spurs game's on the 27th, so that's that's only 4 weeks away.
So it's Man City, Luton, Brighton, Bayern Munich, Villa, Bayern Munich again, Wolves, and then Spurs. So we've got a bit of a dodgy run there. We have got Aston Villa, Brighton, and Luton. So I'd like to think we wouldn't come unstuck.
We're beat with them. We're beat with them.
Yeah, we've got Villa at Emirates.
I don't want the football gods to curse me. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I don't know, but the football god. I'll tell you what they did do. The football gods. They cursed this guy that was on a channel I was watching. I've done a little short on it if you want to check it out. Anyway, about Spurs finishing above Arsenal, and I just had to.
Oh yeah. So,
and he said, I can't see nobody stopping Spurs. He was, and then the next day they get done 3-0 by Fulham. That's the for you.
Yeah. But looking at that run, I'm not too concerned about the Villa at the Emirates, but I'm probably a little concerned about Brighton at their ground.
I'm not.
But if we look at
the thing is, though, animal, mate. We're not. I know we was 2-0 up against Liverpool, West Ham, come back 2-2 the Southampton game, the Forest game. They kept Forest up. Man, in the title last season. We ain't that team no more. We ain't that team who could lose that game because we got Declan Rice.
Because then again, and also,
Rice, mate, I'm telling you, he's the difference.
Also, Brighton have been a bit messy this year. They're not looking very good, are they? I think playing in Europe, it's really messed them up, hasn't it? Like with Newcastle this year as well, they've just completely dropped off. And I kind of wonder how long Eddie Howe's going to keep that. How long he's going to keep that job for?
Yeah, well,
who
will replace him? Let's just answer this question. Sorry, Nolsky.
I think we did.
I'm feeling. I didn't say. I said I wasn't right, but.
Oh yeah.
I'm confident. I think we're going to go to the wire. We might lose it. Just, but I don't think we're going to capitulate. I think we're going to be. Yeah. It's going to be the three of us. Man City, maybe nicking it. Us, then Liverpool. I think it's going to be Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. That's how I think it's going to finish.
Hey,
I think a lot's going to be riding on this Man City game on the 31st of March.
One last.
If we can beat Man City, we'll win the league.
I don't think we're scared of them.
We'll win the league. We will win the league if we beat it.
I agree with that. If we beat them.
I think that gives us so much confidence and such a morale boost that it's psychologically we're going to go and win that league. No one will. Oh, I don't want to say the same thing as that Spurs fan.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think of when you think of Nottingham Forest getting their 4 points reduction?
Right. Yeah. Nottingham Forest. They get initially it was going to be. They broke the rules, right? Profit and sustainability by about they went over by about 35 million, something around that. That's an instant 3-point deduction, yeah. An instant 6 point, or no, instant 3 point deduction. But because of the excessiveness of it, because of how much it was, it'd be 6 points. But then,
and
because
apparently,
they cooperated fully, they dropped it to 4.
and if you're looking back at it, if they had, who was the player they sold to Tottenham? Is it Brennan Johnson?
Brendan Johnson, yeah.
Apparently, if they'd have sold him a few weeks before, they wouldn't have breached it. But they held out for more money.
Yeah.
So
it would have been the same money as Everton, because Everton was only 15 million over, and they got a 10 point. They initially got a 10-point deduction, which was then reduced to 6 on appeal. So I don't, it doesn't. What's the word? It's not consistent. Why didn't they get the same punishment?
So basically, that's dropped Forest now down to 18th place.
Yeah, they're below Luton now by a point, isn't they?
Yeah, by a point. And we've got Everton on 25. So no, it's not looking very good for them, is it? But to be honest, I'd like Luton to stay up, though.
Yeah, so would I, to be fair. It's a fairy tale story. Do you remember when Blackpool got promoted?
Yeah. Hey, might have called it a day, mate. We sound like a right good advert.
Yeah, I know. Because by the way, guys, we've both got COPD. It's like a Bronco on the channel.
Yeah. So now it can get a bit sometimes.
Yeah, all right. So what we're talking about in Forest, Forest, they're probably going to be going down.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, hopefully
I think I might need to go grocery shopping.
Okay. Oh, you're off then, yeah?
Yeah. So next week, eh?
Yep. All right. We'll be back next week with another Premier League chat. So feel free to come in the comments. Thank you for all participating. Normski TV, Stephen Sidious. I think there was one more. Let me see if I can find him or her. Oh no, there was only 2. Okay. Thanks to the people in the comments. Thanks to everyone watching. Stick a like on the video if you enjoy the content. Share it around. Let your friends know. Let's get some subs. I've managed to get a few more subs this week. I'm closing in on the 500. So let's get me to 500. Tell all your friends.
The end of the season.
Football fans, as a rule, I don't care who you are. You're welcome to come in. What we're going to do, we're going to start doing some calling shows. You can actually come onto the screen if you want. We're going to trying to arrange things like that as well. Live stream every week.
Even if you support Spurs,
it doesn't matter who you support. You're welcome to come on the show. So, as you're saying, have a bit of banter, a bit of fun, keep it real, and I'll see you next week.
Come on, you got it.
I pressed the wrong bloody button. Sorry, everyone. Cheers, guys. See you later.